Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
First and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Lock. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. In motion, it's Robinson. From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff. Right to the air, here's Goff.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 2nd down. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's close to another 1st down as it's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. 3rd and a yard. Throwing here is Goff. And this is going to... That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over. Now looks like Dan Campbell will go ahead and throw the red challenge flag here. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right. But it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Locked to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll run with Tracy. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Locke. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll go play action with Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
All week we're going to...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Off the play fake. It's the ball comes out. The Lions have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. A run up the gut with Montgomery. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Walk out of the shotgun. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. 2nd down and 8. He'll get this out wide. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On play action. Lock. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the defense has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Goff. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. Goff to throw on 1st down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. It's locked. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Ifotu Melifonwu. On play action, Goff. Coming across, he's got it in the hands of Williams. Brian Daboll just...
Previous play is under review.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he is going to be out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jared Goff, touchdown Lions. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 15. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Oh, he pumps up the football. The Lions have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game, they try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Goff to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. On 1st and 10. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lock to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. 3rd and long. Throw it. Lock. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen on now as he's on to punt for the Giants. Raymond going to return it, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've raced out to a big lead as they look for a potential early knockout. Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away. Patrick motioning here. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Open man is the tight end right.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him, they've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Williams in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. That's taken in, and he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. And this ball's gonna be incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. There's that man again, another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. From the gun, it's Goff. Inside the 10, it is caught. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Goff to throw. This pass deflected and caught. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. And make it 3 in the first. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Locke. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But The biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Montgomery. Powering forward. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. What a show this offense is putting on here. Greg, this has got to be a great feeling for this offense in the first quarter.
Yeah, and it's a great example, Mike, of when everything in your offense is clicking. The play design, the scheme, the philosophy, and then obviously the execution on the field. They've been sharp, explosive, and at this pace, I'm not sure what the defense could do to try to slow them down.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's locked. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Giants has it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific passing catch. But got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be...
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goff. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. So what a start you don't always get 3 possessions in the first quarter, let alone 3 TD passes in the opening frame. And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. Lock to throw on first. Now for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Lock out of the shotgun. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. 13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Giants 1st down. On the give, it's Tracy. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throw it. Lock. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Lock. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And this time, he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will get just a bit closer. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll get this out to the 25-yard line, but a penalty marker may bring it back a bit.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. Goff to throw on first down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll go play action with Goff. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Goff has his offense ready for this 2-point try. On the ground, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are... So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. To throw is Locke. He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Robinson. A 2nd down throw for Locke. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Locke to throw. This one pulled in by the tight end Bellinger. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So, Jeff. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Now, faking the give. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is caught by the tight end. Rock right. Touchdown, Detroit. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. Throwing on second down, Locke. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun, it's Locke. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Lions have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta, touchdown Lions. His second touchdown of this first half. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they continue to pour it on into the end zone, tack on 2 more points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with first and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Lock to throw. Finding his tight end, Bellinger. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On first down is Locke. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Back to the air, it's Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He'll come up to third and 3. Now it's Tracy looking to run. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answer.
To the goal line and in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Now Montgomery. And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. And Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. To throw is Locke. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's the punter now. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. On play action, Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. What a way to start this drive. A 2nd big play. This one for 22. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, Goff. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Goff to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Gives them a little bit of space out to the 3. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run with Tracy. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll try to get this one on the ground. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Giants. Block out of the shotgun. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Locked to throw on first down. He's got his man. That's Slayton. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Up the middle they go. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Third down and 9. Here's Locke. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Got a man open. It's Patrick. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on fourth down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play act. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Giants has it. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Gano on to add the extra point. And the defense has it. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Reynolds now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with first and 10.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now, faking the give. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be taken down. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. To throw is Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's got another one. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Lions. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They motion a receiver right. On play action. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Lions have got it. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he's in. Rock right. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. Locke to throw on 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9. Now Locke. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. Slayton is the man in motion. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll try to run for it. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. Oh, no. This goes through the end zone. Did he lose it now before crossing the plane? It looks like they say he did. So this is the rule that always brings up a lot of debate. This winds up a touchback, a turnover, and the opponents take over at the 20-yard line.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a pass deep for St. Brown. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. He can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. It is brought in the end zone. Tim Patrick, touchdown Lions. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point drop. He'll drop to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts at the 13. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The line. Goff to throw on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. On 2nd down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And this ball batted away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup. You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Block out of the shotgun. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. A second down throw for Locke. Pass pulled in by Tracy. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Throwing now on third and long. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On first and 10, here's Goff. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll... This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. On play action, Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one. Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now 10 catches in the game. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Goff. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters.
And he will score again. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now this team's offense about ready to take over once more. Greg, you always talk about it. Take care of the ball. And this one, this team just has not.
Yeah, and you're just not going to win in the NFL if you're going to lose the turnover battle at this rate. And it's not just one guy. There's multiple guys who have their hand in this, and if they don't get it cleaned up and they don't continue to prioritize protecting the ball, we're going to see more bad performances out of them here in the future. Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
And he will have a Giants first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. On 3rd down, they'll set. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Lions have got it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Williams in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He's got his big tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Giants sending out their punter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. A second down throw for Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, Goff. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now Locke. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. And this ball incomplete on third down. The Giants sending out their punter. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's first and 10. They'll try again. It's second and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away. In the day and age in the NFL where teams are taking overly aggressive approaches, I think this decision even takes it to another level, Mike. I mean, to go for it inside your own 10, I love the aggressive nature. I'm just not sure how this is going to play out throughout the rest of the game.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Here's Locke. The ball's out. The Lions have got it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And that is incomplete. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. He is in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a toss, right side. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. From the gun on 3rd. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. We're about ready now for the punt. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Throwing here is Goff. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Block out of the shotgun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Lock. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Patrick motioning here. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. They're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Locke. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Locke to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They'll go play action with Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing, Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's locked. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Pass pulled in by Tracy.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is locked. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be taken down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. And they cash it in on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants cut into the lead a little bit. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Patrick motioning here. Goff to throw on 1st down. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And they will finally run him down.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, That's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Detroit. To throw is Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 2nd and a yard. Here's Goff. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
That is caught at the 3. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football. The quarterback, it's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, all that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Locke. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Locke. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Locke out of the shotgun. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll let one go down the middle. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. On 2nd down, Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And this will be incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
And that is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. On first down, it's Goff. That is caught. What a throw. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Lions. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they continue to pour it on into the end zone, tack on 2 more points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. Lock. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday night. First and 10. Lock to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throw it. Lock. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Lock to throw on first down. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And this is taken in by the defense. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A 2nd down throw for Goff. At the right side and brought in by Williams. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing here is Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Lions 1st down. Here's Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Goff to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Locke. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Locke to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Locke out of the shotgun. He fumbled the football. The Lions have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. So after the fumble return, they'll bring the offense out and go for 2. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Locke. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by Carlton Davis.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Goff to throw. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. And they continue to pour it on into the end zone, tack on 2 more points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Giants offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Locke to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. 3rd and 9. Here's Locke. You look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Goff. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Patrick motioning here. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Man in motion, heading left. They'll go play action with Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. On 2nd down, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's got another one. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And he's going to get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there is a flag down on the field. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Lock to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Lock. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lock. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Throw it. Lock. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Lock to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the gun, it's Lock. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. The Lions offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Goff to throw on 1st down. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they'll take this down inside 35. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He's got his big tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Lock out of the shotgun. There's that man again. Another catch. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will get just a bit closer. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, faking the give. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's going to try it here again. That is hot. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 88 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he will score again. Jared Goff, touchdown Lions. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball. I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Lock to throw on 1st down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Locke. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Locke. First down throw there is incomplete. On 2nd down, Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st down is Locke. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Locke to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's... Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
To throw is Goff. He pulls it in around the 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Locke to throw. He'll look middle here. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A second down throw for Goff. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. To throw is Goff. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. Lock to throw on first and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Throwing on second down. Lock. The ball comes out. It appears one of the Giants, yes, they were able to fall on it, so they keep possession. Lock out of the shotgun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return. That's where his team will get possession of the football. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
First and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Pass pulled in by Tracy. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Giants. Locke to throw. Oh, he coughs up the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. Lock. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is third and forever. To throw is Locke. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So it's a win here for the Lions. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. an incredible record-setting offensive performance.